Freedom Publishing House, the leading publisher in academic materials across the globe.
PTE Speaking Test 4. Published by Freedom Publishing House. This recording is a copyright. This recording contains the audio files for the PTE Speaking Test questions. All the questions will be played continuously in this audio file. You can play and pause the recording as per the question you are attempting. PTE Speaking Test 4. PTE Speaking Repeat Sentence Recordings. PTE Speaking Repeat Sentence Task Number 1. Biometrics is essential to record data where several thousand people are working. Repeat Sentence 2. The teacher must give at least 2 weeks to prepare this report. Repeat Sentence 3. The government is mainly focusing on the development of industry rather than farming. Repeat Sentence 4. The project will begin shortly after the final term exams. Repeat Sentence 5. Numerous illegal immigrants were caught while crossing the border. Repeat Sentence 6. The judges decided that there was sufficient evidence against the convict. Repeat Sentence 7. You must switch off the mobile phone during takeoff and landing. Repeat Sentence 8. Building roads through the mountains can cause the land to degrade. Repeat Sentence 9. The local newspaper reported more than 100 crimes this month. Repeat Sentence 10. The shops were closed yesterday due to the circular sent by the local authorities. PTE Speaking Test 4. PTE Retail Lecture Recordings for Tasks 1 to 3 of Test 4. PTE Retail Lecture Task Number 1. A test or examination is an assessment intended to measure a test taker's knowledge, skill, aptitude, physical fitness, or classification. In many other topics, for example, beliefs. A test may be administered verbally on paper, on a computer, or in a predetermined area that requires a test taker to demonstrate or perform a set of skills. Tests vary in style, rigor, and requirements. For example, in a closed-book test, a test taker is usually required to rely upon memory to respond to specific items, whereas in an open-book test a test taker may use one or more supplementary tools such as a manual or calculator while providing their answers. A test may be administered formally or informally. An example of an informal test is a reading test administered by a parent to a child. A formal test might be a final examination administered by a teacher in a classroom or an IQ test administered by a psychologist in a clinic. This is the end of the recording for Task 1. Now you will hear the recording for the PTE Retail Lecture Task Number 2 of Test 4. The potato is a source vegetable native to the Americas, a starchy tuber of the plant Solanum tuberosum, and the plant itself, a persistent in the family Solanaceae. Wild potato species can be found all over the Americas, from the United States to southern Chile. The potato was initially believed to have been tamed by indigenous peoples of the Americas self-reliantly in several locations, but later genetic testing of the extensive variety of cultivars and wild species outlined a single origin for potatoes. In the area of present-day southern Peru and extreme northwestern Bolivia, from a species in the Solanum brevicule complex, potatoes were tamed about 10,000 years ago. In the Andes region of South America, where the species is indigenous, some close relatives of the potato are cultured. Potatoes were familiarized to Europe from the Americas in the concluding half of the 16th century by the Spanish. This is the end of the recording for Task 2. Now you will hear the recording for the PTE Retail Lecture Task Number 3 of Test 4. A relay is an electrically operated switch. It consists of a set of input terminals for single or multiple control signals and a set of operating contact terminals. The switch may have any number of contacts in multiple contact forms, such as make contacts, break contacts, or combinations thereof. Relays are used where it is necessary to control a circuit by an independent low-power signal, or where several circuits must be controlled by one signal. Relays were first used in long-distance telegraph circuits as signal repeaters. They refresh the signal coming in from one circuit before transmitting it on another circuit. Relays were used extensively in telephone exchanges and early computers to perform logical operations. The traditional form of a relay uses an electromagnet to close or open the contacts, but other operating principles have been invented, such as in solid-state relays which use semiconductor properties for control without relying on moving parts. Relays with calibrated operating characteristics and sometimes multiple operating coils are used to protect electrical circuits from overload or faults. In modern electric power systems, these functions are performed by digital instruments still called protective relays. This is the end of the recording for Task 3.
PTE Speaking Test 4. PTE Speaking Answer Short Question Task 1 to 10. You will hear the questions back to back. PTE Speaking Answer Short Question 1. Animals that eat flesh. Answer Short Question 2. A tank where fish or water plants are kept. Answer Short Question 3. Person who believes in the existence of God. Answer Short Question 4. Two children were born at the same time. Answer Short Question 5. That which is subject to death. Answer Short Question 6. An assembly of listeners. Answer Short Question 7. A person who is unable to pay his debts. Answer Short Question 8. A person coming to a foreign land to settle there. Answer Short Question 9. Building in which dead bodies are kept for a time. Answer Short Question 10. A person who wishes to throw his establishment.
This is the end of speaking test.